Any questions will have to wait, Dr. Russell. We have to get this baby to NICU stat.
What's wrong with the baby?
I think it's respiratory problems. The baby is so small, his lungs probably are not functioning.
God forgive me, but please don't let my baby make it. Please, God, just take him back up to heaven with you so that he can live with you instead of suffering here on earth. You know, you babies don't know how lucky you are to be born so healthy and happy, to not have parents who are brother and sister. God, please don't make my baby suffer because he's different. Just take him up to heaven to live with you so that he'll be okay and he'll be loved. Whitney. Why didn't you come with us? Aren't these babies the cutest? Yeah. They're adorable. But mine isn't. Mine's some kind of freak. Actually, he's gorgeous. Don't say that. Well, it's true. He is a beautiful little boy. Well, you know, if that helps him get adopted, then that's great. But otherwise, you know, otherwise I could care less. Well, you do care, Whitney. Your son is in the NICU fighting to stay alive. Do you hear me? And he needs you. He needs his mother. And behind that wall that you have put up, I know that you love him. No, I don't. You know what? This is ridiculous. We don't have time to argue. I'm taking you to see him now. Get off! Teresa, leave me alone. Teresa, get off. Leave me alone. I don't want to see my baby. You're afraid, Whitney, that if you get close to your son, you're not going to be able to place him up for adoption. Look, this isn't some stray puppy you're trying to get me to save here. My baby is a product of incest. I can't love it. That's just all there is to it. Why not, Whitney? It's a living reminder of the sin Chad and I committed when we were together. You're blaming your child, Whitney, and that's not fair. He shouldn't be punished for something you and Chad did before you knew you were brother and sister.
Whitney, I need to speak to you right away.
He's not doing well, is he?
No, he's not. He has respiratory problems like I thought, and his blood work is problematic.
Oh, my God, I knew it.
Honey, I want you to give me permission to tell Dr. Carlisle that Chad is the baby's father.
No. No, you can't tell her.
Honey, if she knows the truth, it will give her a better chance at saving the baby's life.
No, but that's just it. I don't want him to make it.
You don't want your baby? You don't want your baby to make it? You don't mean that, Whitney. You can't mean that.
Yes, Mother, I do. My baby is a product of sin. Don't you see? That's why he's sick. God doesn't want my baby to make it either.
Honey, God allowed your baby to be born in spite of the fact that you starved yourself during your pregnancy. So he's sick. So what, honey? I mean, he's surviving. There's got to be a reason for that.
Mother, you're a doctor. Don't try to mix science and religion. Look, you know as well as I do that my baby is doomed to a miserable life, even if he does make it. So that's why it's best if he doesn't. Look, just stop the doctors, okay? Stop the doctors from trying to save my baby and let him go back up to God.
Honey, you are not thinking rationally when it comes to the baby.
Your mom's right. You have to feel something for him. Of course I feel for him, Teresa. I mean, it's killing me to know that my son is in there fighting for his life. But don't you guys see him doing this for him? God, I can't imagine going through every day of our life, looking into his little face and seeing him in such pain. And Fox, he's gonna know that something is wrong, and then when he finds out the truth, he's gonna be blown away. And so will Chad and Daddy, and
Don't you see, I don't want everybody seeing my son as a mistake or a freak because it's not fair. It's not fair to him.
It's so true that everyone will be surprised when they first find out. But after that, all they're going to be thinking is, let's save the baby.
But don't you see saving the baby is just going to prolong its suffering? Don't you see we're condemning him to a life of physical and mental problems, humiliation, desperation.
No, you can't possibly know that.
Look, I know I don't want to take the chance. I'm not going to do it with my son. I'm not.
Oh, Whitney.
Just, Mom, please just tell him to stop. Tell him to stop trying to save the baby, okay?
You don't know what you're saying, Whitney.
I know you guys think I'm a monster, but I'm not. I'm trying to do what's best for my son. And if it means leaving it in God's hands, then that's what I'm gonna do. So just stop with the needles and the tubes and everything and just let my baby die in peace.